リヒトウェーゼンはドイツで生まれ、およそ20年の歴史を持つヒーリングブランドです。アロマオイル、クリスタルのアクセサリー、またぬいぐるみやネッククッションなどさまざまなヒーリングエネルギーアイテムがリリースされており、容器やアクセサリーのデザインはどれも洗練され、美しいことに定評があります。リヒトウェーゼンの商品には、人間の肉体、感情、精神、スピリチュアルの4つのレベルに影響を与える天使やアセンデッドマスター、創造の色光のエネルギーが注入されており、幸福感を高める高品質、高次元アイテムとして今注目を集めています。ブランド創立者のゲルハルト氏とペトラ氏は、チャネリングによりアセンデッドマスターのセントジャーメインから知識を獲得したことをきっかけに商品の開発を手掛け、その著書は8カ国語に翻訳されているエネルギーワークスペシャリストです。
Konnichiwa. I'm Gerhard Piroth, and together with Petra Schneider, I founded Lichtwesen. And I like to invite you for this video.Get a lot of information and enjoy it.
それではインタビューを通してゲルハルト氏にリヒトウェーゼンについて分かりやすく紹介してもらいましょう。
So, what is the Lichtwesen project?
It's a project which is a part of evolution. Evolution also in the consciousness of humanity. It will help a lot of people.To create more consciousness, to be more fulfilled with their lives.
And what does it mean specifically?
It means that you can live your daily life as you do now, and just by application, just by using them, you get in contact with this higher spiritual awarenesses, and that enriches your life, that's for sure.
Can you show me?
It's very easy. Just oil.And the oil you can put to any point of the body and massage it, like also acupuncture points. But the easiest is just to put it on the wrist. A drop is enough. And rub it wrist against wrist and inhale it. That is easy. And we have also tinctures. They are more versatile. They are even more versatile. So you can first of all spray them like we did with the oil.Rub them, inhale them, but you also could use a glass of water, just a normal drinking water, could be also tea, doesn't matter, and you spray 3 times for a glass of this size, and then you drink it slowly. You put it aside and drink over the time. So 3 glasses a day is usually helping a lot, it's usually enough.And then we have, since some years, we have also jewelry. This is a soul crystal, and you can wear it as normal jewelry. Very easy application.
It's great.
Yeah, I think it fits to everyday life. You don't have to do anything special.
I see. So, how does it actually work?
It's simple. You put it on your wrist points, then it runs through your meridians.And with that, the energy goes to your whole body, to the chakras, aura, everything. So you vibrate, your aura vibrates in that frequency, which we, by energizing, put originally into that substance. So you are at the same frequency as the source of the energy, and with that you get a connection. It's like tuning your radio to a station. And then you have this direct connection, which means you have your individual contact to the source of that energy, to that higher level energy.
Simple and very interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, and now please tell me, How did the Lichtwesen project start?
It's now a bit more than 20 years ago.
Wow.
And at that, before Petra was working for the German government, and I was working as an engineer at IBM. So both Petra and me, we are engineers. But at the side, more like a hobby, we did meditation, we learned Reiki, prana healing. So we did meditation and energy work a lot.
I also know that at that time you met several interesting people. For example, Osho in India.
Yeah, long ago. In '88 I met him. He was still alive, he died in 1990. And was interesting experience. The biggest thing is I learned how to meditate. That was for me the first time I started meditation. That of course has had a great impact on my life. And just sitting with him, it was first time I experienced unconditional love, which really gave me a direction somehow to search it for myself.
Very special.
Yeah, but life is always a lot of good luck.
And how did you invent the energetic products?
It was not our invention like you invent as an engineer some product. It was totally different. As I say, it's a project, that Lichtwesen, and it's a project not of us, it's a project of the spiritual world. So we got in contact with Saint Germain in a meditation, and he asked us if we want to work more with Ascended Masters. We said yes, and immediately he started teaching us. And with that, the project started.
Well, that's so interesting. And what did you learn during the training?
First of all, we got the technique we still nowadays use. It's from Saint Germain. It's a special technique of binding the information with material substance. It's a 7-step process. Of course, it has evolved over the time, became better and better and better. But basically, it's what we learned from Saint Germain. And then he introduced one master after the other one. So we went through these 21 masters, as they are numbered now. And so we got in intensive contact with each one of the masters. We learned their specialties and what they can teach humanity. And at the end, always we got an initiation, so we are able to energize this energy to material substance. A lot of learning and really deep experiences, which we later brought into books. And then after the masters came the archangels and the integration energies, and quite recently the Elohim. It was always about the same procedure. Really going deep into it first, clearing our resistances, understanding it, preparing books for that, and then being able to energize product. So it's now quite a long time ago. The masters came out Christmas 1995.
Well, so that's a lot of products. But how do I find the right one for myself?
It's good you look for the right one for yourself. There is no bad product in that entire line, but the right one would be the one which is most fitting to your specific needs. So what you want to work on, what you want to evolve in yourself. And one way is just you take one of the leaflets and look through. There is a description of all the energies, and just look them, and something might resonate in you. So don't go only with your mind, just feel if there's a resonance. Oh yes, I want that, I want to do that. And it's about developing your abilities. So there is a product for an ability, and it's the right one because it's right, focused on that what you need. And it's easy to choose.
Okay. Another way to choose?
The cards. I use it even for myself. You know, sometimes you have situations you don't know what's going on. You feel somehow strange or so. So you can look what helps you now. And the goal is to find out what helps you. as you said, find the right energy for yourself. And it's pretty simple with the cards. I will show you.
Oh, please do.
The most specific way with the cards to find out what is going on, what helps you, is you sort them in 3 stacks. First stack is the 21 masters, and you recognize them by this star symbol. So it's 21 of them. Sort them out. Then there is another group, it's the archangels. They have this symbol, the angel symbol. It's 9 of them. And then I have a third group, it's the integration energies, and they have the crystal as their symbol. So while I'm shuffling, I think about what I want to look for. So I am focused on my problem. So I pick the right card for my problem. And it must not be the actual problem, it can be also what helps me at work, what helps me in my relationship, whatsoever. So shuffling, and now I pick one of the masters. For my problem, I pick one of the archangels. And I pick one of the integration essences. So now the master is what helps me in this situation. So what ability should I look for? And it's trust. It's trusting myself. It also is against fears. So I should look at my fears, and this energy will help me to get over them. Then comes the archangels. The archangels are inspiring. So which source of inspiration I need? Hope, Archangel Gabriel. So I should look for my fears, where I have no good expectations. And the third one is energy of the integration essence, which says, what does my body need in this situation or for this project? And it needs perseverance. This means don't give up. Go forward step by step and take your time, but be persistent. So I have 3 aspects, like 3 sides looking on that one situation, and with that I have a deep understanding and I can decide to work with them. That's the most intensive, most specific way to use the cards for selection.
Okay, and is there some other way?
Of course, you might be working together with a therapist, massage therapist, psychic, whatsoever, psychologist, medical doctor. Over the years I see that many therapists are working with Lichtwesen products and combine them with their therapy. So you might work together with your therapist and he might choose for you. It's another option.
So there are really many ways to decide the right essence for me.
Yeah, and you will find the right one for yourself.
That's easy.
Yeah.
So when I look at the internet, for example, there's a great variety of products. So what makes Lichtwesen so special?
Yeah, first of all, it is this special energizing technique we got from Saint Germain, this 7-step technique. It guarantees, because the last step is a sealing, undisturbed connection, individual connection to the source of the energy. This is guaranteed by that special energizing technique. Another thing is, when you look, it is through the technique, we are not, Petra, son and me, we are not involved in that. The energy doesn't flow through us. So we are not in the bottles. That's another big benefit, because right now there are a lot of mentally energized products on that. So you get this person who is doing it. Not with Lichtwesen. It's totally clean. And the other thing, it's standardized because we don't use plants and herbs and colors, which depend on harvesting times, and each season, each year is a bit different. It's standardized, so we can guarantee it's always the same, even if it is manufactured this year or 10 years, 15 years back of time. So you always know what you get, and that gives a lot of security for yourself and also for a therapist if he works with that.
Yes. And what else makes Licht Wesen special?
Yeah, I should say perhaps a bit more about that sealing. The last step of the 7 steps of energizing is the sealing, which means it's an energetic seal. When we energize the substance, it's a bigger amount, of course, and then we seal each micro drop. You could imagine like this has a seal, a shield around, and that protects it from being altered or fading away over time and through all this modern technology. So everything which is older comes from the 50s or so, or even more back, like homeopathy. This is not modern technology. Today everybody has cell phones, wireless, and all these techniques, and they are in the gigahertz area, their frequency. So it's about same frequency where the masters are starting. So this is changed or altered if it is not sealed. And again, we look for standard and secured quality. We are both engineers. That has an effect in this. We are really mad about quality. And with that, you are sure. When you use it, you use Archangel Michael, for example, use it, you get your individual connection to Archangel Michael and nothing else, because it's always the same and stays the same.
So it's very safe.
Yeah, safe and easy.
Okay, so if it's so easy, I really don't need a therapist?
You don't need a therapist. You can go on your own in self-responsibility, which is a good thing. You do it for yourself and consciously go your own path. But of course, it could be helpful when you go with a therapist. For the therapist, it enables new ways, opens new doors. The Lichtwesen work very well also on this otherwise heavy to treat things like all these psychosomatic things, all these things that are rooted in the unconscious mind. You can work very well when you work with this higher consciousness energies, because they are outside of this personality, outside of this body and mind system, outside of this ego. So it is another level of working with. And that, of course, a therapist can use. So when somebody goes like this, for example, and is fierce, of course a therapist might work on the muscles and the tissues and whatsoever. Also might work on understanding, but when you bring in this higher level understanding in your therapy, it helps this person to open up, to become himself, open abilities, use abilities which have been covered before. So there's a lot possible, especially when you work with a therapist. It can go deeper, but you can do a lot yourself. So you are not dependent, but it opens also doors for therapists.
Definitely. That's great. And something else special?
Yeah. The special thing is also, it's made in Germany. It's we are mad about quality. It's really this special quality, like where we buy the oils, how we prepare them, our whole laboratory, how we work with that. And it's also Petra and me, we are doing all the energetic work. All the sealing, it's double sealed, the bottles are sealed again. It's a lot of details we developed over this more than 20 years, and especially the technique we got from Saint-Germain, that makes it really outstanding quality. And we personally guarantee for that quality. That's our life work.
Wow, thank you. I really understood that Licht Wesen is quite a unique brand.
Yeah, if you are not in that scene and you don't know all the other products, of course I always compare. You don't, first glance, you don't see the differences. But at the end, when you see it, you are faster, you are more efficient, you work more on the point, and you are safe, and it's easy, you can do it yourself. Responsible for yourself.
Very important. Well, Gerhard, I know you are coming several times a year to Japan. And so, what do you do here?
Yeah, it's a lot actually. It's different kinds of work. It is first of all is individual sessions. They are very intensive. Some people, they have been really life-changing. So I work with that diagnosis, look how the energy flows, and it's always intensive consultation, and it can be really life-changing. You see what is relevant for your life and what to go for and how to do it. Then there is seminars which are giving, where I can pass on the experience. So it is more than you would find in books, and so it is just out of more than 20 years of experience of working with these masters, angels, Elohim. It's a lot because we also collect a lot of feedback from therapists from all over the world, from individuals, and we have really files and files full of wonderful experiences. So I like to pass that, what others helped, this experience I like to pass on.
Okay, and if you think so, is there also something special, some special product we would really like to recommend to Japanese people?
Yeah, just out of these individual sessions, found out the most relevant products are just two of them. One is the Canon energy. You find her in the temples, but you need people need this energy because it lets you live your emotions so they don't get stuck, and it helps you against stress. If you live it many years, it goes into the tissues, and basically it's said, nowadays we know it, is one of the main reasons for becoming sick. So Canon helps you to release the pressure. That's one thing, and the other thing is, it's something which is needed more all over the world. It is, people think they are just this body and this mind, which is not the truth. They have lost connection with their real self, their higher self, their soul, or however you call it. So their life becomes somehow empty, meaningless, or it seems at least for them. So they lost the connection to what they really are. And the soul crystal, it's that little crystal, you can wear it, and it helps you to get the connection back to yourself. And when you have this connection, your life gets meaning, you get direction in your life, so it becomes more full, you become complete somehow, and with that you can live a full life and be fulfilled with your life. That's the big thing. So these two I can recommend to everybody.
Okay, thank you. I would like to try, definitely.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so I guess that's all. Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, it was a pleasure for me to share it.
Great.
Thank you. Thank you for the time of watching the video. I hope you got a lot of information, and I'm sure you got a lot of information. You can do something with that. You can change your life in self-responsibility. And I just get the idea. For the people in Japan, you know your flag. It has a white background. White is the energy of the white Elohim. And it is the energy of cleanliness, clarity, being undisturbed, being yourself, and staying yourself. That's the white background. And on that there is a red spot, which is the sun. Sun is one of the integration energies Licht Wesen has, and it stands for radiating, enjoying life, being yourself. And then the red, it's standing for the fire energy. It's also one of the integration essences. And it's about your life force, your will to live, to enjoy life, really go into life and have a wonderful life. I wish you a wonderful life.